Hi everyone, I'm Ariane Zurcher and welcome to On the Other Hand. I am still working away on the vessel. It's getting into that area where it's getting big enough that I'm having trouble working on it from my workspace, or at least seeing it. So I actually am going to talk about that in the next video, how I deal with that, because I have a fairly small area in which to work. And so what do you do? So that'll be the next video. This video, I'm doing a couple of little, it's really a process video showing you what I'm doing, what areas I'm working on, what I'm thinking about, and yeah, so I'll turn you around and show you what I'm doing. And there's quite a bit of stitching. Come and create with me. I'm adding a whole bunch of seed stitches here, and I added a whole bunch of French knots here, and I'm using these two, which are the two knitting threads that I got in Bergen. And I love these for stitching. They're fabulous. So I'm just going to go ahead and keep going. I use the lighter colorway of the red one here, and then as it got darker, I went into the darker areas. And now I'm going to start going in here because I've wound some of it on a spool, and it's going to start getting really orange. So I want to be able to get in here with that. I'm keeping it simple. I'm just doing a seed stitch in here. I'm trying to keep it sort of to the color that it kind of blends with, and keeping some space in here so that I can come back in with the, once it starts turning more orange. The seed stitch is a really nice way to kind of blend different materials together. So for example here, right, and then I just went ahead and did it on here, and it sort of then brings your eye down, which I wanted. So it's pretty random in here. I'm not worrying about going off into this color, that's fine. I'm not going to cover this, but if it goes a few in, not a problem. It's just part of the whole sort of general blending, so that I'm just not getting a whole bunch of straight lines. I'd rather blur the lines. another thing I can do is add some t-shirting in here, which I've got a lot of. So I can cut up some of this. You know, I have some of it stenciled. This might be fun to cut up and add in here. I think I'll do that actually. I think, let me finish this thread. What I want to do is add the seed stitch in here. So that it's just kind of a part of this whole piece. And also to temper these sort of striations of the throster so that they're not quite so severe, so that everything kind of reads as a piece and not as separate things that are sort of put together. Not sure what this is. It's okay. Okay, I need to end this thread, which is fine. So here's what this is looking like. I'm going to come in with more of this thread, and I'm going to do more seed stitches all in here, and coming into this very orangey part. So this is going to all go in here. And then I think this t-shirting is really great, this kind of color with the stencil. So I'm going to cut this out. I did show how to do t-shirting and dyeing it, and I'll post that video right above. And this, okay, so I've got this sort of long fringy thing, right? And I can just kind of do this with it with my hands, and it kind of gets all twisted up. I can also do that individually, and it'll get twisted up, and then I can adhere it like this with some thread. I think I might adhere it up here actually, and I think I might do it with this thread. Why not? So I think if I do it up here, let's see, I'm going to do my stitching. I'm going to keep doing my seed stitching here. And then I'm going to get all this in here first. The more you add, the harder it is to stitch around that area. So if I'm going to add t-shirting here, I want to make sure I get everything added before I do that, because I don't want to try to work around these fringy bits and pulling them aside and taping them and all the rest of it when I can just do it before I even put that down. So I'm just going to go ahead and stitch in here like this. And that's pretty good. So if I put this like this, now remember my bottom is kind of like that. So if I want this to be able to hang sort of from the piece, and it's going to bubble out, so this will sort of hang from it. I think I'm going to put it here. So I want to do my seed stitch all in here first before I adhere it. So let me do that. And I want to be able to, it's going to be pulled away because of gravity from this edge. It's only going to be attached in one place. So those little fringy parts are going to kind of hang loosely from it. And because it's a bubble, it's going to hang out. Because this part is going down, so it'll sort of hang. And that means I'd like to get all of this stitched with this seed stitch first. Okay. And see, I'm going to go here, 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 this, to end that thread, pick up another thread, and do the rest of this part. And then, so if I put this here like that, I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do in here, if anything. I have a lot of different Dorset buttons that I did for all those classes, and I was thinking I could put another one here, sort of in keeping with this, but this was actually a glasses case originally, workshop that I did, and this was a demonstration of the glasses case, and I had a bunch of them because I did a couple workshops for that, and I already have a case, so I didn't want to make another one. Okay, I'm thinking, all right, so first things first, let me finish doing this, and then I'm going to figure out this, and then I'll attach that. Okay, well, as you can see, I found this button that I bought in Paris, and I think I'm going to use that, and I'm going to use this this up here. Let me tilt the camera so you can see. And I'm going to use this up here somewhere, or maybe up here, I don't know, somewhere else. But I really love this, so I'm going to stitch this down. And I think I'm going to stitch it in this thread, the Painters, the soft cotton Painters. So I'm going to do this. I want to make sure my chenille, yep, totally works. There it is. And I'm going to stitch this down here. Completely forgotten I had these. I bought them when I was in Paris at the, I spent a week in Paris before my residency at the Chateau Orchavaux, where I had an artist residency, and I spent some time in Paris, and I was there during the Thread Expo, and it was amazing, and I got these buttons there. So that's great. I'm gonna just do that. And then I found a whole bunch of other buttons that I'd made, and I'm going to find one for this this guy over here. I put this one down, and now I'm going to put that one down. These are Zurcher buttons, I think they're called, and I think that I should probably keep my buttons, like the Dorsets, together and the other ones in another pouch. This one's not the right color. This one, oh, this is kind of cool. It's just got a mesh, like I could go there. This is in ribbon. Oh, maybe this one. Let's see. I'm gonna see it in a bigger picture. I think we can do better. I've got this little guy. He's a tree. He's not finished. Got this guy. He's not the right color. Got that little guy. It's not really the right color either. This one, he's good, but he's a little bit big. That one's not the right color. About this one. He's too small. Isn't that cool? That's all done with GIMP. I could finish it, so that's a possibility. That's a possibility. I don't love it, but, you know, I think this one's too big. I mean, I guess I could get away with that. I think this size is better, though. I'll put it aside here. This one, I could do this one. I have a lot of these already on here, though, but I'll leave it out. That just looks out of place. And then I thought, well, I could do this and I could paint it. So let's see how that works. I've got a little pink here. These are, they're acrylic paint, Molotow. They're like Poscas, but, so let's see if that's a little bright. Orange, see if that tempers it. That's pretty bright too. This may not work. The idea was to just kind of add a little color to it, but I'm not sure this is a good idea. Anyway, I'm going to do the outside red. I'll do kind of some of the inside. And then these are the, you know, the kind that you have to, so that's a pretty powdery color. But I can go in here like this. Kind of makes it sort of a salmon-y pink. Kind of brown. All right, I'm going in with my pit, and it's the dark chrome yellow. And I'm just gonna do the outside and underbelly here. Should probably have on gloves. That's okay. Then that's kind of okay. I don't love it. Maybe what I'll do is, let's see. Could add some of this linen and just do some French knots in here. Around the edge. I need my pliers for this. Okay, and if I do another one over here,